So day one, after your first treatment, you want to make sure that you blot your eyebrows every 30 minutes with a clean cotton swab. And that's to make sure that you get any lymphatic fluid that may be coming out off of your brows. You do that every 30 minutes for the first 2 hours, and then after that, you do it once an hour until you go to sleep. Before you go to sleep that night, we're gonna wash our brows. You're gonna use your foam and you're gonna go in circular motions. To the left, circular motions back to the right. And you'll do the same thing on the other eyebrow. Circular motions to the end, circular motions back to the front. Then you'll take another clean cotton swab and blot away that moisture. Now, for the first 3 nights, you do not have to use ointment, but you do want to make sure that you are washing your brows once in the morning and once at night. By day 3, they should start to look like they're about to start cracking. That's when day 3, they should start to feel like they're peeling, they're getting tight. That's when you want to start applying your ointment. You'll put a rice-sized amount on a clean cotton swab or your clean finger if you like, and make sure that you go across your entire brow. I like to go behind and just dab a little bit afterwards, so that way I don't have too much. You only need 1 grain of rice for both brows. So once you do that, you'll do that in the morning, and then you'll do that in the evening. And by the next couple of days, once you start seeing peeling, you can apply your ointment 3 times a day. So morning, evening, and before you go to bed, apply your ointment again after washing your brows. So things to remember on the first 10 days, you want to make sure you do not drench your eyebrows. So they are freshly tattooed, your skin is open, your pores are open, we're keeping them clean. So we are washing them, but we're not soaking them. So no swimming, no saunas, no hot steamy showers, no washing with excessive water. Just gently wash the way we did with the foam and tap it away. After they dry, put your ointment. But it is important not to wash and get your eyebrows completely wet for the first 10 days in order to retain the pigment color of your eyebrows. Also, within those first 10 days, make sure that you avoid direct sunlight. Make sure you avoid excessive exercise, and make sure you avoid saunas, pools, any activities that you would do that would get your eyebrows drenched. You want to avoid that for the first 10 days and strictly stay away from drenching your freshly tattooed eyebrows. So day 1, after your initial tattoo, you may have some lymphatic fluids that are leaking. You do not want to let that dry. So every 30 minutes, you'll get a cotton swab and you'll just pat away the lymphatic fluid. And you'll do that every 30 minutes for the first 2 hours, and then once an hour until the end of that first day. So you go home after your tattoo and you just blot. Blot. This is done every 30 minutes for the first 2 hours after your procedure. So first thing you want to do is make sure you start off with clean hands. So you're going to wash your hands before you ever touch your face. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my brows. We're gonna use light foam. up. Just dab. If you need to wash makeup off of your face, then you can just sew the same way. Just use a small cotton ball and your favorite cleanser. So I'll put some cleanser on the cotton ball and show you how you can wash your face without drenching your brows. Now that your face is washed, we're going to moisturize. You should have received your packet. We're gonna open this. Next, we're gonna use the packet that I just showed you. We're gonna open it up and we're gonna get the cream out. Make sure that we're only applying a rice size amount to both brows. So that means one rice size of ointment should be used between your two brows. So open up my packet. The next thing I'm gonna do is dab away any excess. You do not want your brows to be shiny or packed with the ointment. You just want enough on there so that they are moisturized and not too dry. So I asked Luke's brows, why do I have to come back for a touch-up if this is semi-permanent makeup? He explained to me that everybody's skin texture is different and that after your first tattoo session, there is a potential that your tattoo will fade from 40 to 60%. Because of that and everybody's texture being different, they don't want to give you too much pigment too soon. So they give you just enough to make it look natural, and once it heals, you come back and you're able to say, hey, I love it, we're good. Or you can say, you know what, I want them darker. And that's when you will get your touch-up. Once you get that touch-up, it's gonna make them fuller and the color is gonna last longer. So you wanna come back for your touch-up. You definitely don't want them to go too dark in the beginning because they can't take the pigment away. So they start off with a natural shade, and after you heal, if you like the results, you're good. If you want them darker, they will give you a touch-up, make them darker, fuller, and they will last longer.